to the Blue Corner. My name is Dennis, and it's time to look at some of my Black Friday haul. Yes, I still don't have everything. I still have one order from America that still hasn't shipped. I have one order from Sweden that hasn't shipped. And, well, technically I got two orders from America. My Vinegar Syndrome still hasn't shipped either, but being a non-subscriber, I don't expect that to be here before next year, pretty much. But I do have one box, two box, and a bunch of smaller ones. So let's open these up and see what I got. So this is pretty much this is only 4K releases. I've talked about before, I don't go out and buy catalog 4K titles nearly as much anymore. I'm waiting for the sales, and at this rate I'm pretty much done buying a catalog title day one. With the prices for a brand new 4K here in Denmark and import prices not being that much better, it's just not worth it. A 4K title day one here in Denmark is 250 Danish kroner, and that's $40-50. I'm not gonna pay that for a movie unless I really want it. And since again we don't get slip covers or digital codes, no, I'm pretty much done. So I'm waiting for these sales that CD-ON in Sweden. Well, technically it's located in Sweden, but we do have a Danish site. It's just shipping from Sweden. So again, I've talked about it before. CD-ON has these 10 for 1100 Danish kroner sales. I want to say 3, maybe 4 times a year, where it's just 10 4K titles for 1100. It used to be 1000, but I guess inflation, what are you gonna do? It's still way cheaper. So I stacked up. I spent more than I wished I would have done. My saving took a little hit here and there. So not all titles are titles that I just simply had to get. Some of them, well, technically you can see it. You're gonna see it in the first package here. So yeah, this first package is from another Danish site called Elgiganten, a power giant, or whatever you wanna translate it to. This used to be a store where, when I were doing some out and about videos here and there, I did go to that store, but they don't have any physical media left in stores anymore, at least not the ones I go to. So I was kind of surprised just flipping through the webpage and saw they actually had physical media on the site. But the prices, I don't even know if it was Black Friday prices or not. The prices were so low that I don't care that some of these movies are terrible. I just, okay, that cheap, I'm getting them. So I picked up, what did I get? 6 titles. And the prices were only about $5-6 a piece. They weren't the same price, all of them, so I'll go $5-6 a piece. So first up, I picked up War Dogs. I don't remember this movie all that much. I do remember that I liked it. It was a pretty good movie. So this one, worth the money. Next up, Chappie. I like this. I really like this. And Neil Blomkamp is just... It's a shame that he still hasn't made more than the 3 movies that we know of, and some series here and there. but I don't get the hate this one get. Sure, the Antwoord is a bit annoying here and there, but I really enjoyed this movie. So I'm glad this got a 4K here in Denmark, and I was able to get it. And again, I didn't waste my money at all on this one, in my mind. Then I picked up the Grinch. I've seen this one. This is the newest animated one. I saw this when it came out. Thought it was okay, nothing special. But this was one of the real cheap ones. I want to say this was around $4, and for that price, yeah, I'm picking it up. I can watch this again. I know my nephew will probably like this one. Let's save the shitty one for last. Then I picked up The Invisible Man. Saw this when it came out, and yes, I like it. It's a good movie, but I'm guessing I simply forgot all about it because when I saw, oh yeah, that movie. And so this one was the one that was on the well. None of these were expensive, but it was the higher price. I would say this was around $10, which is still well worth it. So yeah, Invisible Man. One of the cheaper ones, Ocean's 8. I didn't even know this had a Danish 4K release. Well, again, this was around the $5 mark, and it's an okay movie. It doesn't come anywhere near close to the original trilogy, but I didn't hate this one. I saw it once, and yeah, it was okay. I didn't think anything special of it. Now it's in the collection. And then the final one. Ghostbusters Answer the Call. Again, another movie. It's not good in any way, shape, or form, but I don't hate it. It's I'll take the original Ghostbusters any day of the week. Heck, Afterlife was one of my favorite movies from last year. So yeah, this wasn't in the box set I have. I just figured, well, those $4-5 this cost me. Yeah, I'll get it. So yeah, that's from Elgiganten. Let's see. Next one. I did pick up 2 movies on Amazon from America, and only the first one came yet. The other one still hasn't shipped. So let's dive into this. Did I get a slipcover? Yes, I did. I picked up Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Weird movie. Absolutely weird movie. But I love it. It's such a crazy fun time. And it's a mind trip. All the time travel. People being a different person out of nowhere. Mind melt. Whatever you want to call it. And those fingers. If you've seen it, you know what I mean. But Michelle Yeoh, it's down my alley. Jamie Lee Curtis is also great in this one. It's definitely a different role for Jamie. And it's so nice to see Michelle Yeoh still can get cast in the lead of a movie. That's been a while since that happened. So this had to go in the collection. And I, for one, prefer this slipcover over the Walmart. It's exclusive slipcovers. So I don't know if Walmart ships to Denmark. So I'm glad that I was able to get this one. So yeah, you can easily see this is a US release. There's a slipcover. my Danish editions don't have them. So let's continue to CD-ON. CD-ON was the site where I bought the most. Like I said, 10 for 1100. I bought what 30? I want to say 30. I bought 30 titles from CD-ON. So yeah, my savings took a big hit this time, but with the money I saved, not buying them day one, worth it. And there's still one from the order. I ordered Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and that's still on back order. So I don't know when I'm getting that one. And apparently that was one of the more popular titles. So, sadly, I'm a little disappointed that the Batman wasn't included in the sale. I was hoping to finally get that one, and again, I like the movie, but I'm not. I'm done paying 250 Danish kroner for a catalog title. So I'll have to wait till next sale. Hopefully, it'll be included in. Technically, I had expected maybe Bullet Train, the Batman, Thor: Love and Thunder were included in the sale, but they weren't. I guess they were still considered newer title or too newer title to put in the sale. Even though there's newer titles that were in the sale that I got. But hopefully I'll get those down the line next time they have a sale. So first up, speaking of Thor: Love and Thunder, I picked up Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse. I quite enjoyed this one. When the first Doctor Strange came out, I wasn't a big fan of that one. The 3D effects were good, but I just didn't care all that much for the movie. Even though it had both Scott Adkins and Mads Mikkelsen in it too. Yeah. I like the MCU movies, but there's a lot of them that's actually more miss than hit for me. And even though the ones I do like are really big hits. So, but I do like Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse, or In the Multiverse of Madness. And I do have Disney Plus, even though that I canceled it recently. I have it till the end of December. So I'm still gonna keep picking up the physical editions. And sadly, Savvy just don't seem to want to continue the Steelbook line I was collecting. So I don't know what I'm gonna do there. So next package, we have The Lost City. Another fun little adventure, action comedy movie. I have seen this one, and again, I had fun with it. Wasn't one I was gonna, well, technically none are, but it wasn't one I would rush out to buy no matter what. But in this sale, I have no problems whatsoever putting this in the collection. I like this kind of movies. This one, Jungle Cruise, another one you'll see in a little bit. Those kind of movies are fun to me, so I'll gladly put it in. Let's see, next one. So, the two first boxes are the ones they had in stock, and the ones in envelopes are the ones that they've shipped to me running since they got them in stock again. I just haven't gotten Sonic yet. So, the next one was, or is, The Northman. Really good movie. I do believe I still have it in my top 10 of the year. I really enjoyed this one. But then again, I do like Viking stuff like that. So this had to go in the collection. And clearly it sold out pretty fast. And thankfully they were able to get more in stock pretty fast for me to get it for this video. So yeah, well worth the watch. It's a bit long movie, but it's worth the watch. So, what package should we do first? Let's do the smaller one. So, I guess got open like that. So, and well, technically you can see the first one here. With these sales, I just, like I said, I stock up no matter new, old, important, not important title. Yeah, this one is just, I gotta get to 10, so I'm picking titles here and there. And this was one of them, San Andreas. It's a fun little disaster movie. Again, not one I was in a rush to pick up, but getting to 10 titles, this is the perfect time to do it. So, San Andreas. Yeah, San Andreas. Next up, War of the Worlds. Never really been that big a fan of this movie. I don't know what it is. I just didn't care that much for this movie. But it's been quite some time since I've seen it. So I decided to give it another go. And hopefully it'll move up my like list a little bit more. Next up, I picked up Days of Thunder. It's been years since I've seen this. I don't even remember this all that much. Heck, this is another one, much like Ocean's 8. I didn't even know this had a 4K release, let alone a Danish release. So I'm actually looking forward to putting this one on and rewatching it. So yeah, Days of Thunder. Next up, I picked up Hulk. The first one. Who played Hulk in the? I forgot it already. Eric Bana. That's right. Norton was the second one. First Hulk movie. Not that great. It's Ang Lee. I know how he makes his movies, and I was kind of curious what he was gonna do with this one when it was announced, and yeah, could have been so much better, but it's Marvel. You gotta get them all, I guess. Next up, Ex Machina. This is a brand new 4K release, pretty much. This came out not that long ago. Again, another one that they just put out, and I just happened to see. Whoa! Did they release this one? It's way newer than both. At least it's newer than the Batman in Denmark. So why they decided to put this out on 4K out of nowhere now, I have no idea. But I really enjoyed this movie. It's such a good movie, and I did pick up the US 4K title sometime back, and now I picked up the Danish one to hit the number I needed. I was running out of titles that I wanted, so I just, okay, it's a Danish title. Can I get the Danish titles? I kind of do prefer that in most cases. So I picked up the Danish title, and like I said, I really did enjoy this one. And Alex Garland, is that his name? The director? Yeah, Alex Garland. Yeah, I was right. Alright, then. He's done 3 movies so far. This one, Annihilation. Is that the movie? And then Men. I haven't seen Men yet, and I want to say Annihilation. I didn't enjoy Annihilation all that much, but I really enjoyed this one. And Men, I'm hearing quite mixed things about, so I'll have to check that one out eventually. Next up, Jerry Maguire. Wow, I didn't even realize how Tom Cruise heavy some of. There's even more. I guess it's easy to see when most of them are in one box, but I picked up Jerry Maguire. Another Tom Cruise movie I haven't seen in ages. I just, yeah, okay, it's Tom Cruise, so I'll add it. So, I guess time will tell if I remember that all that much. Another one that they decided to put out here in Denmark recently, that's Hot Fuzz. I don't, I'm hearing all over the place physical media is dead, and sure, we don't get all that many titles here in Denmark specifically on 4K, and then out of nowhere they just decide to put out both Ex Machina and Hot Fuzz. I just, yeah, physical media isn't dead. It's not going anywhere. It's just the delivery way that's gonna change. Stores are not selling physical media as much. It's going online. But Hot Fuzz, really good movie. Sadly, we don't have either Shaun of the Dead or At World's End on 4K, so hopefully they see this one selling okay and decide to put those out. If it is, yeah, it's Universal. I'm pretty sure they have the right to the other two movies too. Hot Fuzz, fun movie that I'm actually looking forward to rewatching. Been quite a while on that one too. So my last 4K sale or the last time they had this sale, I picked a bunch of titles up. I bought the first Batman with Val Kilmer, and they didn't have Batman 2, 3, and 4 in the sale. And this time, it just happened to be Transformers, where they had the first one in the sale, and none of the sequels. I don't know why they do that. It's just Transformers. It's well, technically this one is an okay movie, but as a lifelong Transformers fan, this franchise haven't lived up to my expectations yet. Bumblebee was okay, and this one's okay. Beast Wars, I never cared for the Beast Wars franchise, so it's gonna be interesting to see if I like the new one. But the first one, it's okay. Speaking of Neil Blomkamp, Elysium, the Chappie has always been the one that's gotten the most hate. This one, to me, I don't hate it, but it's the one that I would put last if I had to do a ranking. And again, I haven't seen this nearly as much as Chappie, so I decided, okay, well, now's the time to give it a rewatch. Maybe I'll like it a little bit more. So hopefully it'll go up the rankings a little bit. Sadly, District 9 wasn't included. I don't even think we do have that one on 4K, so I couldn't include that one. And more Tom Cruise as the last one in this package. A Few Good Men. This is a really good movie. I did have the steelbook of this, but as some of you probably know, I've sold most of my steelbooks, this one included. So I'll add the 4K title to the bunch instead of going for the Blu-ray. Good movie. Again, years since I've watched it. And we're already coming up on almost 30 minutes, so let's keep going. Last box. The big box. Well, you can't see the titles, but they're stacked here. I'm guessing around 20 or so in this one. Let's take from one side. First, I picked up In the Line of Fire. I know I've seen this one before. It's Clint Eastwood, of course I've seen it before. I guess I never thought too much of it because I don't remember this at all. It's been years since I've said that a few times in this video already, but that's the case. And that's the case here too. So I'm in a mood for or I've talked about it before. I'm in a Charles Bronson mood right now, so I'm picking up whatever Bronson movies I can come across cheap-ish right now, and it's kind of the same thing with Clint Eastwood. I'm gonna try and keep up. I'm not gonna get every single Clint Eastwood movie that he's ever made unless it's 4K. I'm gonna try and get all the Clint Eastwood 4K movies I can. So hopefully I'll have more Eastwood in the near future. I really want Where Eagles Dare and Heartbreak Ridge on 4K. Let's see. Then I picked up the latest Resident Evil. Welcome to Raccoon City. This could have been so much better. I don't hate this movie, but this should have been spread out over a couple of movies. And what the heck did they do to Leon in this movie? It, yeah, I'm not a die-hard Resident Evil fan. I do really enjoy most of the Resident Evil games. This movie just they so far I like the Mila Jovovich Resident Evil movies. Some more than others. There's a few that's pretty stinkers, but I like most of what Resident Evil that's been made to live action. There's just some of it where this could have been so much better. And yeah, I had high hopes for this franchise here. Sadly, they just don't seem to know how to capture the Resident Evil feeling too well. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Again, newer title than the Batman. Granted, the Batman is a newer movie, but this release came out way after the Batman, and this was already included in the sale. I love this movie. Jennifer Love Hewitt. That's all I need to say about this. I did pick up the 88 films box set not that long ago, but technically I don't expect them to put out at least the third one on 4K. The second one maybe have a chance, so I'll pick that one up too. No question about it. Quite curious. I do know. I don't. In America, the 4K release had this image on the slipcover, and then the regular one on the sleeve. I don't know if there's a reversible cover. Probably not. But I love this movie. Ramble over. Another one, brand new release, at least here in Denmark. Most of the world that do have it, newer release than the Batman. Scream 2. I'm surprised that we're getting these 4K titles here in Denmark. I did not expect them to go back and release the older ones too, because Denmark is just so terrible at releasing older titles on new format. So I had expected the fifth one to hit Blu-ray and that probably being it. But the fact that we're getting 4K of both that and these older Scream movies, I do hope we get the sequels too. I know here in Denmark, or at least on the Blu-ray side, there was a different company that had the rights to the third one. So I'm gonna be quite curious to see what happens in the third one's case, if they continue. Hopefully they do. But great, this is still my favorite Scream movie. The first one is really good. I just had this one a tad bit higher. The Scorpion King. Okay movie. I have the Mummy movies on 4K, so it's okay. I'll pick up the Scorpion King too. probably the only one in the franchise that we're gonna get on 4K. I'll probably pick up the other ones too if we got those, but I doubt it. Uncharted. Speaking of Lost City, those kind of movies, Jungle Cruise, Uncharted was the third one I meant. I've never played the Uncharted games. I'm not a diehard Uncharted fan. I don't know much about the story. I know some from here and there, friends playing the games and just watching it. I don't. Well, I guess I could understand some here and there why fans of the game don't like this movie all that much. I had fun with this. This is just a silly little blockbuster adventure movie. I would have preferred Nathan Fillion having been Nathan or Drake. It is Nathan Drake. Yeah, Nathan Fillion is the person that they made Nathan Drake after. So I just that little fan film that he made himself would have much preferred him having the role. But I'll take it. I can put this one on and watch it, and I do hope we get a sequel. Mindless fun. I had fun with this one. Morbius. Perfect example of not wanting to pay full price. Yeah. Not a great movie by any means. But I don't hate it nearly as much as other people do. Again, not a great movie by any stretch. But I just haven't been that into the Venom verse or whatever you call it. The Venom movies were both a letdown to me. I had hoped so much more for those movies. That this one is just okay. Well, it's in that universe. Let's just add that to the collection. So I have Morbius, and it's fun to see other BlueTubers that they hate movies, and yet they keep buying them. I do it. It's perfect example here. I'm picking them up too, and that's also the case with the next one, Doom. Yeah, I like this movie. Oh no, it's nowhere near as good as the game. I was a Doom player. I played the newer ones. I just never been a diehard Doom fan. Not thinking too much of the game when watching this one. I have fun with this one. It's silly and just a fun, mindless watch. Yeah, I do. Oh, I don't know if I've ever watched the unrated extended edition. I don't know if we had that on Blu-ray here in Denmark. So I can easily put this one on. Just mindless fun, playing in the background or something, watching here and there. And more The Rock apparently for the collection. Oh, next one, without a doubt, is a good movie. That's Top Gun. It's again more Tom Cruise. Great movie. I've just well, you wouldn't. That's even more. You wouldn't think it from watching this or these titles I'm picking up. Tom Cruise has never been that high on my list of movie stars where I gotta watch the movies. But he just has so many classic movies throughout the years, and this is without a doubt one of them. It's been on TV so many times that I've never been in a rush to pick up the physical copy. And now with Top Gun Maverick, possibly the greatest movie of the year, I'm getting Maverick down the line again. As much as I do want that movie, trying not to pay full price is my goal now. And wanting that, okay, I'm picking up the first one too. I want both of them. So I picked up Top Gun, and I'm quite interested in seeing how well this release does on 4K. Just the sound effects on Maverick with the surround sound are great. Hopefully, they did something great with this audio too. Yeah, I didn't even realize how many Tom Cruise movies I actually picked up. But this one was actually one of the titles I was hoping were gonna be in the sale, and bingo, it was number one on the first page. Edge of Tomorrow. Great effing Tom Cruise movie. And I'm so glad this one got a 4K release. Where's the sequel? Why is it still taking this long? I know this didn't do well when it first came out. That's their own damn fault. But the cult following this movie has gotten since should show you guys that people want a sequel, and I want a sequel, and it's just a fun time. I've grown a bit tired of the Groundhog's Day theme, and there's been way too many TV shows that's used it over the last few years. Heck, Groundhog Day is a good movie, but I'm just a little tired of it. This one, however, yeah, easily put this one on and watch it again. Have a blast with this one. Speaking of Scream 2, I picked up Scream 5. And see, I hate this new trend of using the original title again. But if you see the poster for the sixth one now, they put some red color on in the M, marking out that it's the sixth one. Why didn't they do that? They have the V in M here. They could have put that. Put a red color on that so people could see that it was Scream 5. I don't know why they didn't think of that. But yes, this is a but this is a fun little watch. I have fun with these movies, and I'll watch and buy the sixth one. Like I said, I do hope they continue putting them all out in 4K. I don't have any of them other than now the first one, the second one, and this one on 4K. Again, I sold the steelbook with the first four, so I'm buying this 4K titles now. Sadly, we don't have all the cast coming back or able to come back. That's another story. Let's see. Smoking Aces. Again, a movie I remember liking, but completely forgetting about since then. I don't remember what the story is at all. I do remember it got a sequel. I remember that, okay, I liked the movie. It just wasn't that memorable. Neither one was this one. So, yeah, Ryan Reynolds was enough for me to pick it up, and hopefully I'll put it on one day, watch it, remember it, thinking, okay, I didn't waste my money. Let's see, the last four. This one, another one, much like Edge of Tomorrow, I was hoping would be included in the sale. That's Crawl. Again, I'm surprised that this got a 4K release in Denmark. I knew that there were gonna be both US and UK. I actually did have the the US title on my wish list and had it in the basket a few times, but no. There's other titles I want to wait. If we got the Danish title, I was gonna wait. Heck, I picked up the Blu-ray, the Danish Blu-ray, not that long ago, and I've sold that now because I saw this one coming. Easy upgrade, fun little animal or crocodile horror movie. I really enjoyed this one actually. So easy upgrade. Possibly the only one in the collection or update that I still haven't seen. Let's just... Yeah, the only one I've never seen. Just decided to pick up Sing 2. I got the first one on 4K really, or I bought it used at a not supermarket, but fair. I guess you can call it a fair, used media at a fair. I've talked about it in that video, and I quite enjoyed the first one. So I decided, okay, let's pick up a title that I still haven't seen. Let's give this one a go. So I picked up Sing 2. No idea if I'm gonna like it or not. But again, I have the first one. I like that one. Probably my nephew will like this one. So more movies that he can watch when he's here. Yeah, I'll pick it up. And it's just a bonus if I like it myself. Then I picked up Shooter. I really enjoyed this one. This is one of my favorite Wahlberg movies, of more recent movies he's made. I quite enjoyed this one. This is a really good, nice little action movie where he gets framed. The heck, they even made a TV show of it that I watched because I enjoyed this one so much. So, I had to get this one for the collection. Again, surprised that we got the Danish edition of this. But it is, with most, not all, 4K titles being region free, it is way easier for them to just make one disc, put all the subtitles on, and just release that disc in all countries. I wish they would do more of that from the get-go. Makes no sense making one disc for America, one disc for the UK, and one disc for Germany, so on and so on. One disc, and just release that in every country. Way easier. So, the last title I picked up was Ambulance. This one, it's an okay movie. I have a little bit of a bias against this one though. This is a story taken from a Danish movie. Again, America with the remakes of movies from other countries because they can't come up with their own stories all that much anymore. So we might as well take other stories that's already been done elsewhere, and because they don't want to read subtitles. But yeah, it's Michael Bay. It's a fun little action movie where the Danish one isn't nearly as much an action movie. Normally I'll take the action movie, but the Danish movie, it's our movie. I don't know if that sounds weird putting it that way, but yeah, I don't like the idea of remakes done this way nearly as much. I'll watch this again down the line. So that's it. Most of my 4K or Black Friday 4K pickups, I guess maybe, well, technically it's Christmas time now, so the orders I still don't have probably won't be in time for my December pickup video. So I don't know, maybe next year. But my next project is starting to do a complete collection video or set of videos. First, my now small Steelbook collection video, Blu-ray collection video, and 4K collection video that I'm gonna throw out at the end of the year, hopefully. And this will be the first time I've done a collection video like that since 2019, I think. So it's been a couple of years. So let's see how they'll do. And until then, please do hit the like button. And thanks for watching. Until next time. Peace out.